located just outside of New York City. Straight ahead, we punch the second of 2 tickets to the AFC title game, and we've got a great one in store, as it'll be the Baltimore Ravens taking on the New York Jets. In the AFC Championship game, off we go in the divisional round of the NFL playoffs. And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. 2nd and a couple.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
They go play action now. Jackson. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down.
And that was his first target of the game, and it's going to take at least one more target to get him on the board. Took a nice substantial hit to jar that catch loose from him. Incomplete pass.
Here's Jackson. And he'll find the open man. That's complete. And he will have a Ravens first down, and he's going to have it by plenty. Able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 2.
Baltimore, first down. A gain of 9 yards.
Now it's Jackson. That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
First and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Off the play fake. Here's Jackson. This is caught. It's Christian Watson. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Christian Watson, 27 yards. And the Ravens are on the board first here in this division round matchup. Now after the touchdown, Luke back out to kick this one away. Happening on the return as they get this to about the 23.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own.
Looking to put a drive together.
Here we go, son.
One play action. Fields. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And that's good for a gain of 6. And that will bring up 2nd down. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
Now Fields going to run. He's got his target. That's complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Give them 35 yards there on the 3rd down conversion.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields. That's complete. It's Adnan Mitchell. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That's good for a first down. Here's a guy who went over 1,000 yards receiving in the regular season, and now he's got his first catch of the playoffs. They'll run for the first time with Breece Hall. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. Call it a gain of 5 that time. They'll be left with a 3rd down and about 9 to go. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
Here we go.
Fields. This pass out wide to Hall. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. First and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. Off play action, Fields. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Oh, they were so close. That close to their first points of the game. Just needed to hang on just a second longer, but he couldn't complete the process of the catch through the jostling from the defender.
Touchdown! Breece Hall, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Jets are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. Extra point up and good by Folk. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they haven't had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time, so have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game, even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know, one big play, though, gets them right back up to that level.
Jackson going to keep it. Oh, that held up there a long time, but it falls innocently and incomplete.
One thing you always worry about when he breaks the pocket is he going to take off with it? That time, the pressure was starting to close in, and he's just got to throw this one away.
A short throw caught by Andrews. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be third and less than a yard. They'll try and pick it up with Mitchell. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. These two teams all tied after one. Raven football here as we begin quarter number 2. As they've got it with a first and 10. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Henry. And he tries to power forward, but he will not get back to the line of scrimmage. From midfield now, here's Jackson. This will go to Henry out wide. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down.
Real quick.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. From the gun on third down, Jackson. A quick throw there is incomplete. And the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
Fourth down, here's Jackson. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. That one good for 17 yards on fourth. Couldn't ask for much more from your offense there. First down. Play action. It's Jackson. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
It sort of looks like they start some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But this defense gets 2 more stops. They can keep them out of that area.
Henry up the middle. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball in this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Throwing is Jackson. Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. And the Jets are going to have the football at their own 1-yard line. The defense looked geared up to stop the run, but obviously, Charles, they were ready for the pass, too.
Yeah, they were hoping they could catch everyone crashing and playing the run, but that was a very ill-advised throw right there. The opportunity, lost.
There's a short one. It's caught by Taylor. And he's able to get him a small cushion before being taken down at the 5, a gain of 3.
He's a rookie, and you don't want to get hung up on the word potential, but when you see him make catches like that, you keep thinking to yourself, he's good now. He's got a chance to be great with plenty of work.
Fields changing the play. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
No mas, no mas.
Back to throw. Fields. He dumps this one off here to Hall. Well, that gives him a little room, but not much. A gain of 2 to the 5.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there, because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held him to an okay gain.
They get 9 there, and in the process escaping their end zone, picking up a first down.
First and 10 at the 15-yard line.
Throwing again is Fields. That's going to be caught by Josh Reynolds. And brought down, but not before they're able to get it up to the 25.
First down. First and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Play action. It's Fields. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49.
Hey, Terry. Here we go, son. Go.
On first and 10, it's Hall. And across midfield he goes into Raven territory. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 33. A play fake, now Fields to throw. And this is thrown to the sideline. No receiver in the area, though, and that's going to bring out a flag. Yeah, he hadn't gotten far enough away from the pocket to throw that football away, and that draws the flag.
Yeah, the old tackle box, right? Get outside of each tackle, and then you can go ahead and throw it away. You're in good shape, but if you're back there in the pocket, you got to make sure of what you're doing.
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1.
Here we go.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. It's caught at the 10. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Jets. First down. First down and goal to go.
Fields now to throw. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. It's a loss of 5 there on the sack to bring up 2nd and goal.
At the 14-yard line.
EQ. Here we go.
Here's Fields. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete.
Coaches talk about it all the time. Players talk about it as well. Excellent job staying disciplined in coverage and making that stop. Inside the red zone, every stop like that could be preventing a possible touchdown.
Now Fields going to run, and he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with fourth down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. Folks, kick is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Jackson going to throw quickly here, complete. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Go home. That's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC divisional round. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And they're in the position they expected to be in. They've got the lead, home crowd behind them, and they're looking toward making that next step in these playoffs.
And I think the key for them is to put together some good, long, extended drives. Work the run in a little more with that big offensive line. I'm not saying get away from throwing the football. That's still working. But if they run it more effectively, it may get even bigger plays in the passing game.
Here's Fields. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. That is a tough way to start the third quarter. You get the football, hoping to drive it down, put it in the end zone, and take the lead. Instead, they give him the football.
And I think the key here is for them to not get discouraged. That is not how they drew it up, not how they saw it in their minds. But there's a long way to go in this game. You know, they've just got to find a way to come back one play at a time. Yes, it's a cliche, but they can get it done.
He's got room to roam. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Christian Watson with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Ravens have retaken a third-quarter lead. Extra point splits the uprights. And the lead is now 14-10. Now after the touchdown, Luke back out to kick this one away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best of the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Here we go.
Now it's Fields. And he'll throw this one away. I don't think he's out of the pocket, no. Here comes the flag. We saw it, too. Nobody in the vicinity of that throw, and that earns him the penalty.
Yeah, you've got to at least get it close enough to one of your own guys in order to dodge the penalty.
So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose a down on the grounding call. To throw is Fields. He's going to let it go deep for Mitchell. That's caught inside the 20. It's a big play there for the Jets on 3rd down. 53 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Now Fields. Now he'll tuck this and run. Outright, he's got Rucker. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down. A shotgun snap, Fields. And that'll be incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Again, Fields will try to pick it up himself. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Justin Fields, a 9-yard touchdown run. And the Jets have taken the lead here in this third quarter. Folk connects on the extra point. And it's now 17-14. Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the... Oh, wide open, complete! Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 38. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Will McDonald. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. So a nice bounce back there defensively after giving up the big play.
Yeah, you can either get down on yourself or you can get motivated. And that time, they dropped him for a loss. So I would say that they got motivated and made the play.
That's complete. It's Rashad Bateman. And that's going to be another 1st down as the tackle made at the Jets' 22-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
They go play action with Jackson. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And he'll just get rid of it.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Throw left side complete. That's Andrews. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Oh, it's time to give more credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain it.
And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Mark Andrews from 17 yards out. And the Ravens have answered back with a third-quarter touchdown of their own to retake the lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that will make this a 4-point game. And able to get this out to the 25. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front, or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
Understanding he's just down one possession, trying to make something happen by extending the play, but the coverage downfield was excellent. He escaped and bought some time, but that one goes incomplete.
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. He got 29 yards that time. So in Raven territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Now Fields going to run. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain.
I think the last two plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy because you know he can throw the football, but how about his use of legs as well, what we call those broken plays? You can't account for them.
Yeah, those plays, those two that you just mentioned, a microcosm really of how he can beat you. 1 quarter remains for the right to advance to the AFC title game. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here's 2nd and 1 now from the 7. Back to throw. Fields. Over the middle, complete. That's Reynolds. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a first down.
You got to watch right.
Looking to throw. Fields. Got a man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets. Josh Reynolds from 3 yards out. And the Jets answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a 4th quarter lead. Extra point up and good by Folk. And that gives him a 3-point lead. Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. Powering his way forward. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And this certainly a key moment in this game, trailing by 3, 4th quarter with a spot in the chip. That went out wide and intercepted. And he'll take this down inside the 15-yard line. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them.
And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Mason Taylor, a 14-yard touchdown. And the Jets are drawing closer to a date in the AFC title game as they extend this 4th quarter lead. Folk connects on the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And this could be the defining moment of their season, all hyperbole aside. You're trailing here in the 4th quarter, the divisional round, and they need to come up with something as they get this drive started. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Here's Jackson to throw. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
He's across midfield to the 49-yard line. It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Jackson now. A short throw caught by Andrews. And Andrews going to have a Ravens first down as he's going to get this down to the 45-yard line.
First down.
Here's Jackson. Now he's going to step up and run. Oh, for the 3rd time, Jackson going to be intercepted. And the Jets are going to take possession here at their own 33. He got out of the pocket there, was wondering what he was going to do with it, but I think he was calling, his receiver was calling for the ball, wasn't he?
He certainly was. The problem, he called for it too late, and when he delivered, they were all over him in the secondary and came up with the interception.
Now Fields going to run. And he'll find Hall. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it'll be 2nd down.
Here we go. Green 19, guys. Chip square. Hey, kid. Sit high.
Straight ahead is Hall. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. The offense on third down, they've been excellent, 6 for 7. This will be 3rd and 6. This pass out wide to Hall. And the tackle going to be made at the 41 as they stop him a few yards short of the first. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just one remaining here in this fourth quarter. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Ravens will get it. 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory.
And he's got to be fired up about that effort. I don't think he could have walked down and placed it any better than where he ended up putting the football. That was excellent.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner.
Additional 21 yards. And the Ravens first down.
Now Lamar changing the play. And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. They're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. Now it's Jackson. He finds his receiver, Watson. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that on the center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
Now it's Jackson. He'll try and do this himself. And they'll find the open man. That's complete. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Time not on their side. They've got one timeout, the 2-minute warning to work with as well. But they need points. 1st and 10. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Picked up by Jamie Sherwood. And the Jets are going to get the football back as we have reached the 2-minute warning.
Here we go, tonight. Green 19, can I see that? Tonight.
Off play action, Fields. Now he'll tuck this and run. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Whistles now in a timeout. So defensively they burn it here with 1:51 left. After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. On the counter, it's Hall. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. 3rd and 19.
Here we go. Tonight.
All eyes on Fields. And this ball will be intercepted. Kyle Hamilton picks it. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line. And I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy.
And the Jets are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw a second interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years, but here we go. And they're moving on to the conference championship. How about this?
What a tremendous feeling to get to the game that can get you to the Super Bowl. A fantastic season. Unfortunately, for the other team, a tough, tough way for it to end.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. It's a win for the Jets as we say so long from MetLife Stadium.